Please be sure to subscribe to the channel to update the fastest and most accurate news. Hello everyone, welcome back to my High Celebrities news channel. The story for today is Olivia Wilde was served custody papers by the father of her children Jason Sudeikis while live on stage at the 2022 Cinemacon. The 38-year-old actress was at the center of the presentation for her film Don't Worry Darling in Los Angeles on Tuesday night when she received legal documents from her former partner Jason Sudeikis. He is best known for his starring role in Apple TV Plus series Ted Lasso. Deadline reported on Wednesday that according to their sources the manila envelope that was placed on stage contained custody papers from the 46-year-old Emmy winner. And Variety has claimed that Sudeikis did not know Wilde would be served the papers in such a public and humiliating way. The actress is currently dating Harry Styles, a source told the publication. Papers were drawn up to establish jurisdiction relating to the children of Ms. Wilde and Mr. Sudeikis had no prior knowledge of the time or place that the envelope would have been delivered, as this would solely be up to the process service company involved, and he would never condone her being served in such an inappropriate manner. It had initially been reported that the documents were an unsolicited script sent by a fan in the hopes of receiving Wilde's attention. The two stars, who were previously engaged, had separated in late 2020 and share two children together, 8-year-old son Otis and 5-year-old daughter Daisy. Details of their current custody arrangement remain private, and neither Olivia nor Jason have commented on the contents of the envelope. At the time, the unusual moment had sent attendees and reporters curious to the envelope's contents, with some even wondering if she had just got served with a subpoena to appear in court. Reporter Chris Lee detailed her reaction on stage in a tweet, which read, "Halfway through her spiel about Don't Worry Darling, Olivia Wilde was handed a manila envelope. Seemed like she got served a lawsuit. He said that the Booksmart director said, 'This is for me? Is this a script? Okay, got it. Thank you, I thought it was part of the presentation or a joke, but then, that was the end of it.'" Another audience member, Jim Villavoda, tweeted, "Was Olivia Wilde served with papers on stage at Cinemacon? Some woman walked up to the stage and left an envelope for her. Olivia opened it and then never addressed it and continued on with her presentation. We were expecting a bit, but she never addressed the papers. For the event, the mother of two wore a gorgeous blue velvet suit that was tailored perfectly to fit her slender frame. Wilde wore her fitted suit jacket over a skimpy bralette top, which allowed her to showcase her enviably smooth décolletage. The house star slipped her feet into a pair of light pink stiletto heels and layered several chains around her neck. Her honey-toned tresses were parted down the middle and styled in voluminous curls that cascaded down her back and chest. Letting her natural beauty shine, the acclaimed director opted for a minimal makeup look complete with glowy complexion products and a wash of shimmery eyeshadow on the lids. Wilde's latest film Don't Worry Darling is being released by Warner Brothers this coming September and stars her much younger boyfriend Harry Styles, 28. The duo formed a close bond while shooting the psychological thriller, which also features the likes of Florence Pugh and Gemma Chan, in 2020. Olivia and Jason broke off their 7-year engagement on November 13, 2020, with sources claiming it was amicable and that their two children, son Otis and daughter Daisy Josephine, would remain a priority. However, Olivia was then seen holding hands with Harry at his agent's wedding in Montecito, California, on Jan. 3, 2021, raising eyebrows over just how quickly she had moved on. There were conflicting reports on the exact timing of their split, but a source claimed to People at the time, Jason feels that the timeline that Olivia and Harry would like people to believe, that she and Jason split ages ago, long before she became involved with Harry, is simply not accurate. The source added, "But that's how quickly it happened, and none of it happened until she began filming with Harry." One insider had claimed Olivia and Jason split at the beginning of 2020, while another said she and Jason were very much together as recently as this fall. Though it seems that Olivia has no interest in setting the record straight on the matter, as she says in Vogue, "But I think what you realize is that when you're really happy, it doesn't matter what strangers think about you." adding, "All that matters to you is what's real, and what you love, and who you love." The report had claimed that she began directing her movie Don't Worry Darling, that stars boyfriend Harry, in September last year, and that by October, Jason had got the impression she wanted out. The source added, by November, they'd announced their split. Jason has since moved on with his Ted Lasso co-star, British glamour model Keeley Hazel. Their split was first reported by People, with a source initially claiming things were amicable between the pair. The split happened at the beginning of the year, a source close to the couple told the outlet. It's been amicable and they've transitioned into a great co-parenting routine. The children are the priority and the heart of the family's relationship. However, a source claimed to Entertainment Tonight in January that he had been really hurt by her moving on with Harry. A source said, Jason has been really hurt and somewhat jealous that Olivia has moved on with Harry. A separate report from Us Weekly claimed, Olivia called off the engagement in early November, but only after she already had gotten close to Harry. Meanwhile, Olivia scrambled to cast Harry to star in her second film, the psychological thriller Don't Worry Darling, starring Florence Pugh, Gemma Chan, Nick Kroll and Chris Pine, after initially casting Shia LaBeouf in the lead role. LaBeouf was fired from the project in September 2020 because she has a zero a-hole policy and his behavior was off-putting, according to Variety, with a source saying, he is not an easy guy to work with. Shortly after he was replaced, Shia entered a rehab facility after his ex-girlfriend, FKA Twigs, claimed he knowingly infected her with an STD and relentlessly abused her. Olivia, who shares 2 children with her ex Jason, admitted Shush has worked hard to change societal ideas of gender norms for a 2-parent household. It's very easy to control women by using guilt and shame, and I have no time for misplaced guilt and shame, she said. The work I've done personally in the last decade has been learning to have a voice, and taking my voice seriously. Nearly a year and a half later, Olivia and Harry are still going strong. The actress recently supported Harry as he headlined the Coachella Valley Music Festival the past 2 weekends. She was captured cheering him on in the crowd as he dominated the stage with a guitar in hand. According to the official synopsis, Don't Worry Darling follows a 1950s housewife living with her husband in a utopian experimental community who begins to worry that his glamorous company may be hiding disturbing secrets. Speaking to Vogue last year, Olivia described the forthcoming film as the feminine Mystique on acid. Don't Worry Darling is the long-awaited follow-up to Olivia's lauded directorial debut Booksmart, which hit theaters in March 2019. The annual convention is considered the largest and most important gathering for the worldwide motion picture theater industry. It kicked off on Monday, April 25 at Caesars Palace and will come to a close on Thursday, April 28. That is all for today news. Please make sure to leave your comment and subscribe the channel below for more news update.